Hey, welcome back to the channel. All right, I took Red Skull to rank 3 a little while ago before I went on those vacations. He's great, he's phenomenal, he's amazing. Today I'm going to show it to you. We're gonna get this fight started. You can watch it as we kind of talk a little bit about him. Don't worry, there's gonna be another domino fight at the end that's it's amazing, it's amazing. And we're gonna dispel a couple myths today about Red Skull. One is that he's really just a defender. He's a great defender. Definitely not all this man can do. And two, he's really good against mutants. Also, could not be more true. Now, there's a reason why people think these things. So one is because he is a phenomenal defender. And two, it's that his ability accuracy cannot be modified against mutants. So we do not need to worry about any of this nonsense with Domino. She could still evade our luck. So this isn't quite the same as Shuri there, right? But you play around the Lucky, she's still Domino. She's still a tough defender. And you can see how absolutely fast this is going. This is, I think that was a rank 3 Domino. Maybe it was rank 2. It really would not have mattered. Red Skull does so much damage, 51,842. So maybe that fight lasts another 10 seconds, something like that. Because you can see we had plenty of time left on our shocks, right? Which are coming off the special too. You want as many armor ups as possible to go in there for those shocks. Not only is it increasing your attack rating, but it's also increasing your critical resistance, inner resistance, and then of course the opponent's stun ability. That's why it's so hard to stun Red Skull on defense. And then you're getting the extra shocks off the SB2. Now, here we go. We're going to go up against this Mr. Sinister. Really tough defender, right? And most people are probably like, oh, you need a robot. You need a robot. So he does not send over the degen. Well, you saw I canceled my combo earlier there, right? So you're going to play this similar to how you play Havoc when you do not have a armor up, right? And then remember, every time they hit into our block, so this works out really well. You can see this is working out great. They are power drained, and not only are they power drained, they be the opponent, but also they take direct damage. You can see Sinister's health bar going down. While that happened, we didn't even really take advantage of our heal block, which comes off of the heavy, right? Now, here's what I want to show you. This is a rank 3 Titanium. This is what I'm talking about. Not just good for mutants. Absolutely not. It's just so often you want to use them for mutants because of the ability accuracy thing, right? And class advantage. It's great. And there's a lot of mutants that are very relevant in today's game. I had to win this matchup. I had to win it. I think this was the final one, if I remember correctly. I just remember this was a big one. My opponent placed their Titanium. It was a really smart placement. So we've gone in, and then this is a signature ability kicking in, right? You're going to get an armor up whenever, I think either champion goes over 10 or whether there's 10 hits in general. It kicks in actually pretty regularly. It's been a really nice surprise. Yeah, that's what it is. Every 10th basic attack, armor up goes up. And like we said, we talked about all the benefits of having armor up anyway. Titania finally gets off her Haymaker, and I'm going to throw my special one. At least I want to. Come on, dude. Throw it. There we go, big boy. And you can see the pause is up. And you can see what those shocks are ticking for. Now, the Hulkbuster Relic, in my opinion, it feels like almost like it was made for Red Skull because so many of the slots benefit the Unstoppable and the shocks as well, the shock damage. 50,000 points to get like a pretty tough defender without class advantage. I don't know. If you're not happy with 50,000 points, then we're just playing Battlegrounds differently, and that's a-okay. But if that's the score I can get from a player, champion that I'm often drafting as a defensive use, and then I'm not only not using them for Domino, and I'm not using them on defense, but a defender like that's coming up that I want to get down, and I can do it in 50,000 with Red Skull, that is a phenomenal dual threat champion in my book. Now, what I'm showing you here, I think this is the event quest. So our damage is increased quite a bit. Not looking to hide the ball, but what I am wanting to show you is that she is never going to get off the special. We used basically we're canceling out our combo. We're not finishing our combo on a medium attack. We're holding block. The idea is that you give the AI almost no time to think that it can attack, go right in. So they don't throw their special, and then they eventually do tack in, hit your block, that sort of thing. What I'm now showing you is I want to just kind of keep in mind some like extra uses, some nodes, some defenders or things like that might come your way that you're like, hey, what could be really great with Red Skull that just you don't initially think of. Now this current meta, this is the current Battlegrounds Gladiator Circuit meta, and it is wild. It's actually kind of fun. It's just there's even more RNG than normal. I'm currently on a massive losing streak. I'm not feeling well, and that's kind of playing into it. But what I want to kind of show you is that one, he is nullify immune, and we'll take a look at that earlier. So I'm not that worried about Kushala in her special one, and I want to be very specific actually because I misspoke a little bit. He's immune to nullify from opponents. If it's a node, it could still happen. So keep that in mind. And then the other one was this node set. I don't know what happened there. That really threw me off. I don't think that was the meta. I don't know why my striker just whiffed, but it really threw me off. You can see we were on our way to getting this fight done. Because right now we would normally go in and pause our shocks, which looks like we are doing, but I was just so thrown off. And I'm going to be saying, oh, and then she was unblockable. So that's fine. Keep in mind, this fight really should have ended about 55 seconds into it with me at 100% health. So when you see the score, just keep that in mind. But he has so many buffs. If there's a node like Rich Get Richer or something like that, like is on there, you're going to benefit from that. So any node that's requiring you to have buffs or something like that, you've got it, you know, you're good to go. So just getting that's important to keep in mind. They aren't massive armor ups. I'm not going to try to tell you that like they make him insanely tanky when you get up to 10. Yeah, it does. But each individual one, I think it was only like 289 or something like that at rank 3. Now, what I want to show you here is that I'm showing you all this power control. I'm showing you all this damage from hitting, letting them hit into your block. But I want to show you, if you want to play them super aggressive, go for your intercept. Look at this. I mean, this is working out real darn nice, right? Like working out really, really well. We're going to get up to, I believe, the full 10 armor ups. We're going to throw our striker, which places that shock vulnerability. I talked about how great that relic is. And this Omega Red, I think, only had about 200,000 health, but we literally didn't even get our shocks. Shocks didn't even get a chance to do damage. Like, we didn't get a chance to do the thing that really causes a lot of damage in a fight. So you can play them that way too. If that's what you want to do. You don't have to do all the blocking and the power control that I've been showing. Now, I just showed you the line talking about the nullify immunity. Sorry, guys, I really just don't feel well, but I want to get these videos out. We've been having so much fun together, and I really love these champions here. So, the irony is, we're just going to bear with it because I think this is fun. It's kind of proven the fact. I wanted you all to see. I didn't mean to actually keep in this fight from Ebony Maw. It's going to go by so fast. I don't think it's worth editing now. And it shows you, this is how great. If you enjoy EQ, this is how good Red Skull is in EQ, just demolishing that Maw in 22 seconds with all the shocks he's placing on I think it's the power drain and all that. So you can have a great time. But you saw the line saying he's actually immune to nullify from champion abilities, right? So there we go. Now we're going to go into this fight against Sinister. Now I know I already showed you Sinister, but in this one, I don't remember why, but I decided I was going to play it significantly more patiently and a little more calmly, right? So we're going in and we got the power drain there, and I'm going to continue to use my heavy to keep up the heal block, right? Because I think it's when you crit Mr. Sinister, he decides he's going to heal back. It's really not fun. No one enjoys it, but he does it. So we have decided to go ahead and utilize that, and we're now going to throw our SP2. And then remember, ability accuracy cannot be modified by mutants when you're facing mutants. So when Mr. Sinister, if he does decide to throw this special 2, we are not worried about it. We're not worried about any concussions or anything like that. And then I'm going to go back to handling his power. I think I was very confident in my defensive match on the other side of this, so I didn't really feel like I needed to hurry or anything like that. So I was like, I'm just going to play this a little bit more patiently. That's fine. Ideally, I would have gone farther into my 3rd bar of power before I threw the special 2. So that way I could go ahead and pause him with the special 1. But yeah, I think I knew the matchups there, and so I felt fine. Weird edit there. Like I said, not feeling great, but here we go. This is the final fight of the video. Just kind of exemplifies why I love this champion so much, right? I have so many screenshots of him doing great on defense. He's can be handled by Adam Warlock, Kate Bishop. Kushal is okay for him. Depends on some things, right? But here we go. And you know, I know like my buddy Simula cannot stand Domino, right? And so I chose very much to end this. In fact, I'm going to send a tweet out on it. You're going to see I'm not going to end this as fast as I did the other one. The first fight may have been a rank 2. This is definitely rank 3. We just saw it. But I'm controlling her power. This is the armor up meta, so she's getting all these armor up. So my basic hits, you know, they don't hit for a ton anyways with Red Skull, but they're not hitting as hard. I do a better job of getting close to my special 3 than I did earlier. So now it's going to be a lot easier for me to use the unstoppable that's come off the special 2. Throw my special 1, let her hit into me, and this will now pause it. And then I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I want to create a perfect screenshot. I'm going to take it, and I'm going to kill Domino with her hitting into my block. I can't think of anything better than to have her die in such a cheesy way after she has done ridiculous things to us as summoners for many, 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 many years. It just felt poetic to end it that way. I love this champion. He is an absolute blast to play. He is incredibly powerful. He's got he's got a really cool power. Actually, I didn't even show the special 3. It is a power drain, I believe it is called. That's right. Yeah. Drain 100% of the opponent's power for every 10% of max power drain this way. Gain an armor up buff. So that's a really nice way to really control an opponent. It can be like a longer term play too, or for a longer fight. Because remember what we talked about, all the benefits that come from the armor up. So if you let your opponent get relatively close to 3 bars of power, you're going to get armor ups along the way. You're going to drain a lot of it. And have a really, really good time. I just haven't had a lot of uses for it because of questing war and Battlegrounds is where I spend most of my time with Red Skull. He's great. He's phenomenal. I love him. You don't need him awakened. It was helpful in a couple of these. You'd see me kind of get an extra armor up or something like that due to the combos, but that's it. I think he's definitely one of the best tech champions in the game. We have that reflected in the monthly tier list and when we did the best techs in MCoC. I'm sure I will get more videos on him as I use him for more and more champions and get him outside of just dominating dominoes and placing him on defense, but you saw all the uses for him. Thank you so much for watching. As usual, let me know what we think you got right, what we think we got wrong. Take care.